Wow. While popping into a dollar store can be fun and convenient experience, since about 75% of the U.S. lives within 5 miles of one of the $18,000 general stores, it may not always be the most financially savvy choice. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you all watching. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Comments are always welcome, as long as they're tasteful and respectful. With inflation being the way it is, and we know there are many people out there who are basically stretching their dollar right now. I looked at this article here on financialbuzz.com, and the article is headlined or titled "Biggest Reasons to Avoid Shopping at Dollar Stores." And I'm reading the article, and basically they give 10 reasons not to shop at dollar stores. For that less than 1% of people who may not know what a dollar store is, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, generally most stores that advertise their products to be $1 or less. But let's take a look at the article. It says here that buying your everyday basics for $1 may sound like a great deal, but you may not be getting the best bargain by shopping at dollar stores. If you're budgeting, dollar store shopping certainly has its perks. You can stock up on household essentials, and the stores also tend to have some fun items that make it great and cheap impulse buys. Dollar stores could be among the great ways to best beat inflation, right? But while they can be a fun excursion, here are 10 of the top reasons to avoid dollar stores when it comes to shopping for the basics. The first reason, number 1, the dollar claim is misleading. Those looking to find ways to make extra money may believe hitting up the dollar store is a great way to stock up on supplies for home or work at a lower price, but the dollar, and they have dollar in quotation, dollar claim can actually be misleading. Not everything at the discount stores will cost $1. Then it goes on to give the example of how last year Dollar Tree went up from $1 to $1.25. First of all, people that shop at dollar stores, they already know this. This is no big surprise. I mean, you can go look at some of my videos from earlier this year actually, and you will see why I was talking about it. Everyone that shops dollar stores know that it's not always going to be exactly $1. It's going to be $1.25. It's going to be $1.50. There are going to be some items in there that's going to be $5. I've seen that. Everyone knows that, right? So let's go to number 2 and see what they say. Number 2, chemicals found in products. Recently, the Environmental Justice Health Alliance for Chemical Policy Reform, whatever that is, that's a long title. Recently, the Environmental Justice Health Alliance for Chemical Policy Reform and Coming Clean joined forces to investigate the safety of products at popular discount stores. 3 major players in the dollar store world, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, which are owned by the same company, as well as Dollar General, were all found to have products that contain chemicals of concern, quote unquote chemicals of concern. The agency looked for chemicals that, due to some hazardous properties, present known or seriously suspected risk to human health or the environment. Across the stores, the products range from kitchen pans to headphones to cans of vegetables. Yes, most people know that. As I said, most people that shop at dollar stores know they're not getting the best product or the best quality. It's usually a price-conscious decision that causes people to go to dollar stores. Now, they're telling us something that we already know. let's get to this, the third one, reported scanning issues. I'm not for sure why this made the list. It's just kind of weird they would put this on here, but hey. Number 3, reported scanning issues. When a bunch of small items are being scanned very quickly, that opens the door for mistakes. A recent report from North Carolina's Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services found that nearly a dozen stores have made enough scanning errors to be fined, and several of those were local dollar stores. Dollar General stores were fined in Yadkin, Surrey, and Mecklenburg, and other Mecklenburg dollar store received a fine as well. Well, here's the thing. Most price-conscious people pay very close attention to their receipt, right? I mean, matter of fact, price-conscious people pay more attention to their receipt, I would say, than people who basically don't have a budget. They're not shopping on a budget. They're not price-conscious. You know what I mean? If you go in, and I've done this before many times, you go into a dollar store and you look in the shopping cart, you have like 9 items, but yet when you look at the receipt, they've scanned like 12 items. You just go back in and, compare each item on the list and see what they overcharge you for. Then you go get a refund. I mean, that can happen in any store, really. I've done that more so in bigger stores, bigger box stores that aren't dollar stores than I have in actual dollar stores. Number 4 on the list, quality of the products. You're probably not heading to your local dollar store to get the highest quality products, but there are some items where quality is really important. For example, if you're considering nabbing some kitchen basics at a dollar store, buying something like a knife set or an oven mitt with poor quality material is not ideal. Dollar stores also tend to sell things like plastic cookingware, an extremely poor choice if you're going to be cooking with heat. Well, depending on how much heat we're cooking with, plasticware from any store would not work. I don't care where you get it from. If you're microwaving, hey, that's different. But anything outside of microwave, and I'm thinking that plastic cookware will not work, regardless of the store, regardless of the brand. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Number 5, products may be smaller. Dollar stores often get away with low prices because they can offer smaller than usual products. Yeah, I mean, and an example they give here is you could pay $1 for a 5-ounce tube of toothpaste and at the dollar store, but you can get a much bigger tube at a local grocery store or convenience store for $3 or so. That may be true, but they're not understanding one thing here. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see why I've been homeless 6 times in my life. I've said it 6 times. Once as a child, 5 times as an adult. There have been times where I wanted to get that bigger item that may have cost a little more, but all I literally had was $1. So I had no choice but to get that smaller item for $1. Even though it may have not been the best deal, it may have not been the best quality, but that's what I had at that time. This let me know that the person who actually wrote this article here, and I'm looking on his phone here, I don't know if they've never been poor, they never faced any hardship. I don't know what it is, but when you put things out here like this, it lets me know that you're looking at it from one side. You haven't experienced, not knowing where you're going to lay your head at night, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. Not only just yourself, but the people in your household. Look, and there are some other, number 6, quantity may be less. We know you're going to get some smaller items. Number 7, temptation to impulse buy. I'm not really sure about that one. Lack of variety. We already know this. Number 9 is sales at other stores may be less than $1. Possible, but rarely. And number 10, other stores crowded out of communities. That's let's see here. Let's see what that one's about, because that is let's break this one down a little bit. Other stores crowded out of communities. Because of the steep discounts they offer in heavy advertising, dollar stores can crowd other retailers that may be really beneficial to their communities. Dollar stores tend not to carry many healthy food items like fresh fruit and veggies. A study conducted in New Orleans in 2018 found that out of 3 dozen dollar stores that were operating in the city at the time, only one sold fresh produce. I would say, we know this. We know this. We know we're not going to go into a dollar store and get the freshest of fruit, the freshest of vegetable. As a matter of fact, most people I know that shop dollar stores, they really never buy fruit and vegetable from the dollar store. They go looking for other items. You know, and in the prepping community, I think maybe they're trying to discourage preppers or people who, you know, have a sense of emergency preparedness. Yeah, they're not the best quality products that you have in these dollar stores, but they're better than nothing. They're better than nothing. And I'm pretty sure in an SHTF scenario, there are going to be some people who, because they shopped at dollar stores, going to have just enough to survive longer. You see what I mean? I'm not telling you don't have to have great quality products. There are some products that you purchase definitely need to be high quality. But there are others, you know, that you can have as backup. You know, like when you get done using all your high quality and expensive products, well, you're gonna need some backup. And those items that you bought from dollar stores can be your backup. It just sounds like they're trying to discourage people from shopping at dollar stores in a time where inflation is at its highest. I find that very strange. What do you all think? Do you find it strange that they would put an article like this out here? I'll leave the link to the article below in the description. Let me know what you think about that, and how many of you all shop at dollar stores. I know I do occasionally, and I found some decent things at dollar stores, but I already knew what I was buying was not the best quality. So, as I said, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and as always, get ready, stay ready. God bless.